Hey guys. Thank you, Melissa. That was great. Events are a way to go right now. It's a season. Um, it's also the season where people are thinking charity and giving and being part of the community. And so I love doing what we call our Pay It Forward campaign. All right. So you can create your own. So let me just share my screen. There we go. All right. All right. I think you guys can see my screen, right? Anybody? Not ahead? Say yes. Actually, can't see you guys, so don't know who's nodding.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks, guys. Um, Now I've lost my. Okay. All right, guys. So, you can create your own. All right. It is a pay it forward campaign and is a way for you to give back to your own communities, your own charity, whatever you want it to be. I like to run mine starting in November, till the middle of December. That way I have those last couple weeks to do what I'm going to do. So. The mission really is to pay it forward as your customer groups, or you can do it with your team. Just a way to be together and promote that community and that that giving. Okay, and so you can share Tupperware. Sometimes you feel like, "Oh, I don't want to obligate people, whatever." But if there is a purpose behind it, a purpose felt mission behind it, people love to give and they love to be a part of giving. All right. Um, there is so you want to create your campaign. And some key things for you to consider are, first of all, have a really uh, purpose, have the define the purpose clearly. All right. Be specific about what your Pay It Forward campaign means to you. All right. Is it helping local families? Um, is it helping shelters? Is it surprising families with care packages or meals? Are you going to be supporting a charity? So whatever it is that's going on in your community, I would embrace that. I would partner with that and work with your community to see where the needs are for that. Um, so how are your customers, how are people going to participate in your Pay It Forward campaign? And we're going to go through some of that. Are they going to do it by shopping, hosting parties, joining your team? How is this going how are they going to be able to contribute? Um, and then you could do, for an example, a portion of the campaign proceeds will help provide care packages to local families in need. Now, I never tell them exactly how many or what it is because it's all going to depend on how many sales come in. So I'm going to give up a portion of my profits. You make 25%, you can give all the 25%. You don't have to tell them anything. You just need to know in your heart that this is going to vary on what your sales are going to be coming in during that time period. Okay. Um, Set yourself some measurable goals. How many families do you want to bless? Okay. And like I said, I'm going to make that dependent on what the sales are that we're going to bring in through this campaign. Okay. So maybe you could say something for every $1,000 in sales, we'll support one family. Okay. That means you could spend, if you give just 10% of your commissions, that's $100 you give to a family. That's a great meal for the holidays. Okay. It can't be too small, guys. Don't feel like you have to give away all your commissions. All right. We're all here trying to make money too and pay our bills and help our families. So it's okay. Um, for it could be 5% of that. It could be $50. Okay. Track the progress visually. If you've all got your social media groups, people love to know, where we at, how we doing, what more can we provide? I mean, how much more do we need? So create those visuals in Canva and all your what are those called? You know what I mean. All right. So you create those goal meters, okay? Graphics, like Melissa said, we're visual people. We like to see it, and you gotta keep it in front of them. If you're gonna do a campaign, okay? Campaigns. All right. I don't know about you guys. My community is filled with campaign signs right now. They didn't start today and talk about it once. They have been campaigning for the last couple months with flyers, with phone calls, with emails. So you got to keep the campaign in front of your customers, okay? Um, Keep it transparent, you know, let participants know how are the families going to be chosen, all right? What's going to be included in the packages, and I'll share a little bit more about that. Share updates or photos and be respectful and confidential about some of this is very, very private and it doesn't need to be blasted out there, okay? So be very, very conscious of that. So maybe you're going to say, you know, thanks to your support, we delivered 3 care packages to 3 families. So it's very generic, but they know how many and they know that they were care packages. Okay. Um, you can create a nomination form. I usually just do this in, you know, person to person. Okay. So, you know, who's the family name? If it needs to be confidential, that's absolutely okay. What are their needs? I've had many examples. I've been doing this for a few years now. I've had people who had their house burned down. Um, and actually, they wanted Tupperware. Okay. I've had families that the grandkids and the mom were living in the trailer in the grandparents' driveway. Um, there were families that just needed winter coats. So it's going to really truly vary, and have, you know, and everything. So your customers are going to be the ones nominating these families and why they're nominating them. And again, please respect the privacy and dignity of these families. Oops, where was I? Did that one? Right? Where am I? Did I do that one? Okay, so keep it joyful and heartfelt. Okay, guys, this is supposed to be a feel-good campaign. You're bringing people together. You know, you're just giving love. You're uplifting. You know, you just want to keep it festive. It's the holiday season. Togetherness. Every bowl shared helps fill another family's heart. I mean, you can have fun with this. Okay, you guys are probably more creative than I am. Follow up and celebrate. So after it ends, you know, send out thank you postcards celebrating everyone's contributions. Mention how many families were helped. You know, post this in your groups, how much love was shared, and you know, you can even turn this into an annual tradition, in which I've already been doing for a while now. So what are the steps you're going to take? You're going to create your pay it forward party link. All right. You got to have that pay it forward party link because all the sales are going to be funneled through that party link. And that's where you decide that's what you're, how much, you know, from those sales, how much you're going to give. Okay. Of course, promote it everywhere. I can't stress that enough. All your social media outlets, um, at your parties, at your events, in your texts, in your chat groups. You know, make the postcards, and as you're out there, you know, shopping, going to the doctors or whatever you're doing, you've got that ready to go. Okay. Um, Ask participants to nominate the family in need, enter them in their own holiday drawing special. So I'd like to give back to the participants that have been helping. They're going to be entered in their own little drawing specials. Okay. And then ask for helpers. So if people want to help you, you know, share that link. Okay. And maybe you can have a little gift for them. Just keep spreading that Tupper love. Um, so you can create a letter to send out to all your past customers, hostesses, um, family, whatever. Okay, so you know you can just, as we go into this holiday season, thrilled to invite you to be part of something special. I'm not going to read this all to you. Okay, together we can give some holiday care packages tailored to the families. Um, you know, as you'll have the chance to nominate a family, and as a thank you, you'll be entered into holiday thankful drawings. Okay, so this is the little postcard I create. Um, you can make it more fun. I was just trying to keep it clean. Um, Here's how you can make a difference. So they can shop. Every $50 in orders is 1 entry. Every party they book or hold is 5 entries. If they join the team, that's 10 entries. Okay. So they can nominate a family, and that's how many entries they get. Okay. Or they can nominate per entry. It really is up to you how you want to do this. All right. So they'll nominate a family, and then depending on the total retail sales between November 1st and 12th, we will bless a 1 to 3 local families with a holiday care package specific to that family. So, guys, you can create it any way you want. You make it purposeful for you and what's important to you. If you want to do a food drive, if you want to do meals, if you want to do specific goal, whatever it is that works for you and your family, I mean, your community and what the needs are out there. But truly, this is a gift of love, and it's a really good feel good, and it's a great way to end the season.
All right. Thank you so much, Loretta. Tell us, what's kind of the volume have you pulled in the past? You're muted.
Um, like how much I've given away, I probably have given away like maybe $500 to $800. That's in not that's not the sales. That's what I gave away.
Volume to give away.
Someone had their Christmas money stolen from them. It was
Oh,
terrible.
yeah.
It was their anyway, it was like $200, whatever. So it's really going to depend, but anywhere from 500 to 800. But like I said, guys, it could be $50. It could be three families with a $20 gift card to go shopping at their local grocery store. That is going to mean so much to someone. It really isn't about how much you're giving. It's about giving, and maybe instead of helping one family, you can help 10 families with 100. I mean, it really is going to depend, and make it special and work for your community.